So yes, all a very good evening. So today we are back with RBI preparations again. So due to some issues, I couldn't make it up. So today I'm coming back with it, and today we are back with English session. So yeah, as I told, reasoning and English are the most important parts to be considered to get good result. I am here with what I can say English part today. So we have to start with English today. So in English, actually, it is easy but not too much, because today how English words have been improvised and how it is very difficult for us to find out, because it's not so easy. When you see a very new word, then you might feel confused, or you might think, so what is this and all, because those words play a very important role. If you are asked to find out any um, wrong words, or any spelling mistakes, to check it out, so you can't even identify wrong words unless and until you know the meaning of the word, and you can't even judge even with the spelling of the word, right? Obviously, if you don't know, correct? Yeah, right. So that's what's the problem. But let's find out some good words out here so that you can understand some things. And then later on, I might be helping you out with some of the English words, which is very helping you a lot. So I got a good thought that if you can identify the words that we're using in a day-to-day life and how it has been upgraded to, so that you can easily know what are the words that's present today, right? So let's not waste much time. Let's start with things. And we'll be knowing a lot of things here. uh, just a minute. And the keys are there, so I can't move this original forward for that. So I kept another other PDF open, the same one on another open. So yeah, this is direction 1 to 6. So in the following question, a sentence is divided into what I can say, four parts. So yeah, choose the part of the sentence. Choose a part of the sentence which may contain a grammatical error in it if all the parts of the sentence are grammatically correct and contextually meaningful. Choose option no error as an answer choice. So no error is also given if you can see that this is not the right answer to us. Sorry, if you can see that all the answers are correct. I'm sorry for the distraction. Very sorry again. If this is the right answer, if all the four parts are right, then you're supposed to put it as no error. Okay. If anyone is wrong, you have to check it with. So how to check with? Whether a word is telling you or a spelling is telling you that this statement is wrong. No, what and all tells you is, first you have to see whether that word is suiting a statement. That word has to suit a statement. Without that, you can't literally tell that it is right. Okay, irrespective of your adverb, verb, adjective, and all others, right? Shall we start with that? Yes, we are supposed to start with that. And here you can see that the first question is, one of the students delivered an insightful analysis in class showing a grasp of the material. So one of the student is delivering an insightful analysis in the class. That means some analysis might be you can say a PPT, any you can say PPT, or you can say graph. Graph always tells an analysis, right? Yes, that's true. So in class, showing a strong grasp of the material. So here, as it is mentioning a class, okay, a class will not contain a single student. A class means completely a lot of students, right? In general, we are going to consider a lot of students until and unless we see the realistic situation, right? ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is just in real, right? In real, for example, if some days if anybody is going to college, you can see if some of the days everybody is absent, there might be some 5 to 6 people like that. But in general, we can't say that always 5 to 6 people lie in a college or a class, right? No, we can't tell that. In general, first take up the general consideration, not the realistic scenario that you see. ನೀವು ಯಾವತ್ತೋ ಒಂದಿನ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 2-3 ಜನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವತ್ತು ಫುಲ್ಲು ಏನೋ ವರ್ಕ್ಗಳಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಗರು ರಜಾ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ನೋ ನೋ ನೋ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್. ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್. ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ a class consists of specially 30 members, 40 members, 50 members according to the strength, but class contains more. If there are more students in the class, then why do you tell it as a student? Why do you tell it as a student? And one of the student, if we can say, if the student is only one, then why we have to mention that? It is telling one of the student. Andre, in a lot there is one anta. You have to understand the statement. One of the student is in a lot there is one anta. If it is single, then why we have to tell once again in a lot? No, for a single we can't tell a lot, right? If student means a single, okay, can we consider single as a lot? Not possible. It means that this statement only tells you that in the lot it is a one who's getting picked, so it is a students. Okay, so a statement is wrong. Okay, I hope you all can understand. This is a very simple judgment that you can see, correct? It's like lot al obru anta, ishchandal obru anta. If single gene ishchana ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? You can't even tell it. That's wrong, right? Yes. Now, Sarah barely managed to reach us the station just in time before the train departed. You should not tell reach us, it is reached. So, yeah, B is a, what I can say, the wrong answer, right? Sarah barely managed to reach us. It is not reaches. For reaches, we say he reaches the station, she reaches the station, or he reached the station, she reached the station. Reached in the sense it's already done. Reaches means it's like you're telling she's going to reach by this time anta. Okay. So here, as it's a singular, you have to give only reach. Okay. There are some good answers out here. See. This is like they are telling in the case of grammatical. Okay, here they are telling in the case of grammatical, say the error lies in the part A, the first question. The error in the sentence, the first clause, one of the student, the correct form should be one of the students. The use of the singular noun student after one takes a grammatical error because it implies that only one student takes it, while the intended meaning is to emphasize the existence of multiple students, as I told. Okay, yeah. And B, the second question. Error lies in the part B. The error is in the use of reaches after to. So, error is in the use of verb after managed to. When you are using a verb after to and to is used after managed, the following verb should be in its base form, not in the third person singular form. It should not be in third person singular form. It should be in the base form itself. Base form is reach. So, that's all. Okay. Yes. Okay. And in the bookstore, she found an intriguing novel that immediately captured her attention. So this is the question. So here in this question, you can see the answer is error is lying in the part B. Okay. So why error is lying in the part B? Because she found A. It is an. Okay. Directly you can say, see what you have to do is, if you don't know anything, try to understand the sentence in your language. So, yen artha aitu statement to try to understand. After you understand the statement, you could see that it is relating to something, but this is not matching the thing. Say for example, we told that complete whole first question was mentioning to a lot of people, and in that lot of people, one person was picked. But what happened there? But what happened there was, it was only one student mentioned, wherein that was not, a student was not describing to a lot of people. Like that, you have to understand the situation here also, that you could see that it is a it's I. What is I? I is oval. So oval for before it, you should have a an. So for any oval you should have an before. So that's the answer. So B is right. Okay, so B is your answer and B is the wrong one. That is in a wrong statement. Okay, yeah. And Sam enjoys, fourth question. Sam enjoys spending his evening sitting and talking with friends, finding joy in his conversation. Okay, so Sam enjoys spending his evening sitting and talking with friends, finding joy with his conversation. So for this, the fourth one, the answer error lies in the part A. So error lies in the part A. So because here we are supposed to write enjoy. Okay. Enjoy in the sense it's like I enjoy. I means me. As there is a name, we are supposed to put enjoy. So it is option A. So let's discuss what was given the justification for the answer 3 and the 4. Answer 3, as it is mentioned, A should be changed to an before an word interviewing, because it's a, what I can say, vowel sound that you already know. For the fourth one, so error in the original sentence, subject verb agreement issue. Subject Sam is singular, so it requires a verb in the singular form. It requires a singular form of the verb. So it is enjoys. Okay. I I enjoy doing. He enjoy doing. She enjoy doing. Okay. Here it is a name. So we have to put enjoys. So please do think it in a very simpler form. Don't go into that much deep. You don't know into that much deep. So if you go into that much deep, it becomes a like too big. So we should know at least minimum basic things. Okay. So that is what. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this is form will be Sam enjoys. So it is a Sam is a singular, so it requires a singular form of the verb. So therefore it is enjoys. Okay, yes. And uh, Nancy danced across the stage, graceful, captivating the audience with her elegant performance. From this directly you can say that graceful is a gracefully. Okay, gracefully. This is option B. Why graceful is because here they are trying to tell something regarding how Nancy is dancing. Okay, it should be ly. Okay, it is not graceful. Okay, graceful in the sense it's just a singular. So like you can say it in many sentences. For it was great, it was graceful, or so and so. In many ways you can use it. I don't remember much, but one thing is, here it is an adverb, so we are trying to just tell something regarding how is she dancing, so it should be gracefully. Easily you can identify, but let's see what is the justification given here. Also going to explain the justification so that it helps you a lot. The error lies in the part C, as I told, part C. Yeah, which one? Fifth one, right? What happened? Yeah, here it is part B. I'm sorry for the distraction. Part B or part C? Yeah, part C, correct. Yeah, it's C. Actually, I got a bit confused because this is A. This is A. Please to remember, after this answer, if A is given, this part is A, this part is B, and this part is C. So where it is given, please to check it out. Yeah, it is part C. This is part C. Fine. Let's see what's the reason behind. And the error in the original sentence lacking the adverb is to describe how Nancy danced. The adverb graceful should be gracefully to correctly modify the verb danced. Adverbs are used to describe how an action is performed, and in the case, how do you perform that action, and in the case you can use gracefully. It is ly should be used everywhere if you are showcasing what I am doing, what action I am doing. Okay. If you want to show that what action I am doing, you can't give it in a singular. You can't give it a singular shot. Right? The appropriate adverb to convey the manner in which Nancy danced so current sentences gracefully. Right? Yes. And the sixth one. After finishing the marathon, she treated himself to a delicious meal to celebrate his accomplishment. It is directly option B is the answer because himself is 100% wrong as thing is mentioning to she. Right? You have to understand. ಕೆಲವು ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ she treated himself or herself. She is him. No. He is him. She is her. So it is himself is wrong. So then B is wrong. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಶಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಗಂಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗರ್ಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಶಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ herself, he should be himself. So this is B is the answer. Okay. Yes. Now this you got it. This is like somewhat words were given, but you have to see whether it is adjusting to like say regarding the adverb, adjective, verb, noun, pronoun and all, and you have to see whether what is the sentence is telling and how that word is aligning to a sentence. Right? In the last one we saw Nancy danced. How Nancy danced, it was about to tell, and graceful was not the best one. Right? Like that, you have to check it out. What is the condition telling, and is that word completely fitting the condition? Right? Then what form of verb is it, and you can improve either adverb, adjective, noun, pronoun, etc., etc., right? But here this part is a quite complex. Please try to understand, because this part is not too easy. I'll tell you why. In each of the question below, four words are highlighted in the sentence. One of these four words printed in bold may be either wrongly spelled or inappropriate in the context of the sentence. Find out the word which is wrongly spelled or inappropriate, if any. If all the words are printed in bold are correctly spelled and also appropriate in the context of the sentence, mark option all are correct in your answer. Right? This is easy. So you're supposed to do what? You're supposed to, or I can say, take up the what I can say, words which are printed in bold, and you're supposed to say whether some spelling is misspelled or whether the complete word is wrong according to the sentence. It's not putting that sentence on top. But here, if you want to know whether that word is fitting the sentence, or if you want to know that whether the word is completely wrong, then you have to know the words, right? If the words are complex, it's not possible. So here comes the challenge. Okay, simple words ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವು you would be listening to it for the very first time, which really makes you complex. I am telling, this is the challenge here. Finding out is okay. Finding out is okay. You can find it out, but the words, if you encounter it as a new one, then you only find a challenge inside yourself to say, oh, this is the word I had not never heard. Is it fitting this sentence, or is it the spelling of the word is completely correct? So all this comes into existence. So this is a challenge out here for this to work a lot. Yeah, that's what is the big deal here. Fine, then coming out to the question. The village priest, respected by all, often provided counsel to those seeking guidance in times of trouble. So village priest is respected by all. So priest is this, often provided counsel to those seeking guidance in the trouble. Right? So here priest is wrong. Why, I'll tell you. So this should be P, priest. P E. I'll tell you the spelling. Sorry for the distraction. Yeah, here was the answer. Yeah, priest spelling is P-R-I-E-S-T. P-R-E-I-S-T. Okay, so here it is P-R, priest. P-R-I-E-S-T. I'm sorry for the distraction. Very sorry, guys. Yeah, so this is priest. So you can easily see. This question was quite easy, because you know that the context is telling to a higher person who always counsels to the person who comes to him in the case of trouble, right? So that person is a priest. But the spelling of the priest is right? No. So that's why it is wrong. So all the other is fitting the statement. Often provided counsel to those, respected by all, often provided counsel to those. It's not counseling to those, it's counsel only is okay. Those seeking guidance in times of trouble. It is not in time, it is times. Right? It is times. Okay? Yeah, and let's see what is the matter. A priest, this is priest, the religious leader, and the corrected sentence uses the accurate spelling to convey the meaning. Okay, so other ones are, what is a counsel? Professional guidance or an advice typically provided by someone with expertise to a particular field. So they're trying to guide you people, they're trying to advise you people regarding whatever you ask. It is counseling is happening to take place with respect to any, like say you can say teacher, you can say psychologist, or you can say any of the higher persons in a family who try to counsel you, who try to guide you, advise you. One who is advising, they're completely a counselor. Okay? Yes. Even teacher is also a counselor, because they guide and advise students to get into good place. Remember. Fine? Yes. And next one is guidance. Guidance is obviously an assistance. Without guidance, can you live? No. You have to have a guidance. Nowadays, we people have come till here only because of guidance, not just anything else. Right? And Trouble is nothing but a problem, difficulty, stress, distress or problems is troubles. Okay. So this phrase is completely wrong. Okay. Yeah. This phrase is completely wrong. This is the priest or a pujari, purohita, whatever it was. Okay. Yes. Now question number 8 is, so we are learning all the meaning of the words, okay, don't worry. So this is helping you at a point of time. As the national flag unfurled in the gentle breeze, a sense of pride and patriotism swept over the crowd. So the answer is this is misspelled wrong ante. So let's see what is the this thing, okay, because this word is very new to us, right? If anybody knows, it's good, but for me it is new. Okay, yeah. And what is the answer? The word unfurled is a misspelled in the sentence as unfurled. Okay. So unfurled means opened or spread out from a rolled or a folded state. It is a rolled or a folded state. So it is getting opened or spread out from a rolled or a folded state. Often used to describe flags, sails or scrolls, and the corrected sentence used in this meaning is this. See, here this is very new to me. Okay. So here I got an idea. Right now only I got an idea, I'm telling you. As the national flag unfurled in the gentle breeze. Always national flag, what happens? National flag is rolled. National flag is, there is some flowers put inside and you unveil the national flag on which days? On the Republic Day, on the Independence Day, right? So you can connect to that. See, you can connect as the national flag unfurled in the gentle breeze. That means it's going to open. It will be in a folded state. It is a, you know, it is rolled, right? It is rolled. That rolled flag will be opened. So that is the case. So you can even remember a situation that you find with respect to this, and those situations you can connect, and what happens during the situation you can connect and find out a meaning for that. Right? That's also a good choice if you can. Okay. If this question told some good situation, I mentioned it, right? On the same basis you can check out the questions also. Now here there are three words, that is breeze and patriotism. What is patriotism? Desha bhakti, right? It's devotion and love to our country, a nation, etc. And a breeze is a gentle or a light wind, typically refreshing. It's a wind, right? It's a gentle or a light wind. Okay. Yes. Now, ninth one. The teacher encouraged her students to accept constructive criticism as a valuable tool for growth. What is encourage? You're supporting a student, you're pushing a student, you're like bentatodu protsaha, what you say in Kannada, the same thing. Okay. Student is obviously, it is one who learns with the teacher, right? It is accept. Can you see this accept is 100% wrong? What is this accept? Accept in the sense you're excluding something. Except this. There were only 16 students in the class except Ram. Okay. It means excluding Ram, there were 16 students, and the except means it is you're considering for excluding something. But this except is not worked here, because she is trying to, you know, tell the students to agree something, right? Agree something or ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Accept, right? Here you can see that it is this accept, correct? This accept. What is this accept is different? This accept is different, right? So please to understand, I hope you can understand. So what is that happening? So what is that happening is that, so yeah, I'm sorry for the distraction. What is that happening is that you can even understand the statement and the situation, and you can directly eliminate the words. Okay. Directly eliminate the words. Okay. Yeah. So this is one condition. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ what does the statement mean? See, she is telling students to accept something. You have to agree with something, right? Then how can you exclude things? Not at all possible, right? Yeah. And what I want to encourage, as I told you, to inspire, motivate, inspire, motivate, and support to someone, fostering. I'm sorry. Yes. Support to someone, fostering, support to someone. I'm sorry, I got a call. So, support to someone, fostering confidence or a positive attitude. This is one thing. What is a criticism? So, criticism in the sense you analyze the evaluate or analyze or evaluation of the judgment of the merits and faults of a literary or a artistic work of an individual behavior. So you can just criticize her. She's criticizing her. He is criticizing her. She is criticizing him. Criticizing him in the sense, how does he behave? According to that, she is checking with the fault. She is checking with the pros and cons, and she is trying to judge according to its internal behavior. That is criticism, right? Okay. So this is what I always tell you. Whatever the words you find out, please don't neglect the options. If you got an option as correct, then you should not leave other three options. You should identify what are those other three options and what does that mean. That is what you have to do, right? When you study, you have to do it, not in an examination. Okay? Examination hall ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು ಆ ಮೂರು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. Okay? Yes. And I'm sorry for the distraction. Okay. Now, question number 10. So yeah, the thoughtful compliment about her artistic skills inspired her to create more fueled and I'm sorry. Yes. Uh, yeah, okay. A compliment about her artistic skills inspired her to create more fuel by the recognition of her talent. So it is nothing but this compliment is a different one, and the what compliment you are supposed to tell is a different one. Okay. This compliment means what? This compliment means complimentary. What is complimentary? Complimentary in the sense you are getting an extra thing. Correct? Here we are not working regarding the extra thing, complementary, right? Complementary, supplementary, you know that, right? Complementary in the sense it is like you're getting something extra along with something, but this is not that. Here we are trying to impress someone. We are giving a good impression to someone, or we are like what I can say, giving some good thoughts on someone. Say for example, your what I can say, ಹೊಗಳೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹೊಗಳೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ವಿಷಯ ತಿಳಿಸೋದು, or you are telling something good about her. So that compliment should be there. So it is why this is wrong. And you can directly tell, see, you ಓದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ you can get to know the thoughtful compliment about her artistic skills inspired her to create more fueled by the recognition of her talent. Right? She is doing something, she has done a good artistic skills, and you are here to tell something good about her artistic skills. So then that should be compliment. So it is P-L-I-M-E-N-T. That's a compliment. Correct? Yes. Compliment goes well with something else. Right? Yeah. It is also a kind of extra. Right? Supplement means extra. I understand. But complement is also like an extra which gets suggested to things. Right? Yeah. Something that completes or goes well with something else, or it would make sense. It would don't make sense in this context because sentence is about receiving a praise. You're receiving a praise, so that is very wrong. Okay, this compliment is wrong. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now you have words called field, artistics, and recognition. Artistic in the sense like, so artistic, you know, so it's related to art skills, right? Field in the sense provided with the necessary energy or encouragement. So you can directly tell it. Fueled and the takshana, you can even remember with the petrol. If a vehicle gets fueled, what happens? Vehicle gets a lot of energy. It will start like anything, right? The same way, right? And recognition. Recognition is completely acknowledgement, or recognition in the sense you're recognized by someone. That means someone identifies you. Someone identifies you and says that, oh, she's Ramya, she's a professor, she's a very good orator, she's a very good teacher, like that. So you get recognized, or you get identified by your talents. That is what is recognition. Okay. Now the last question for today's session, and we'll be discussing with these questions back. So this is proper sequence. So for the proper sequence, I'll teach you some good things. So let's move with that today only in the next session. So here see, rather than going to the crowded city, he decided to spend their weekend in a tranquil countryside retreat. You can directly see then is wrong, right? Rather than, it is not rather than. You know now and then is what? Then is obviously past. Are we discussing about the past? We are telling rather than going, instead of, rather than, right? The same. Okay, then means that you're going for the past. You will always say no, now and then, every now and then, right? Yes, that's then, and this then is not applicable here. Okay, instead of going to that place, rather than going to that place means instead of going to that place ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋ ಬದಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ. That means you have to say that that means you're telling that it's a very crowded city and you're planning not to go there because it will help you save some time, or it will be like you might feel somewhat what I can say, uh, somewhat not comfortable with the place, so you're thinking rather than ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, right? Yes, that's the thing. Okay, so you can easily find out with the answer. So then is used to indicate a sequence of events. It might be in the past. You can directly tell now and then, right? That's the same thing we discussed. And tranquil. Tranquil means calm, peaceful, and free. Free from the disturbance or turmoil. So it should be always a calm and free, right? Yes. And retreat. Just a minute. What's a retreat? Retreat is nothing but a quiet or a secluded place to which one can withdraw, retire, often for relaxation or reflection. See here, if you don't know what is tranquil, if you know what is a retreat, you can understand what the complete sentence is saying. Correct? What the complete sentence is saying. So this is what is an advantage to you. If you understand what the complete sentence is telling to. Complete sentence ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿತ್ತು? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಈ ಜಾಗ ಕ್ರೌಡೆಡ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ, ಇದು ಕ್ರೌಡೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು? It should be a quiet and a peaceful place, correct? So that relates to the same. Okay, complete same. So that is how we have to identify. Now this question is like, say, how to arrange all this in the proper one. So this we'll discuss in the next upcoming class. So we'll be discussing with this and we'll finish off some of the English, and I'll be also providing some good informations on English. So in English what is happening is this one I told you have to understanding the statement and linking the meaning of the word to that statement, what it implies, is also a good choice. Is also a good choice. That also helps you a lot. Other than that, you have to see lot and lot. I hope to say you have to like study the whole Oxford English Dictionary, like Aradu Kudibeku anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, the same case you have to study the whole Oxford Dictionary to know what are all the words that is present, right? This is how you have to follow it up anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ. So please to follow this because this is what is how the question paper are getting in this exam. Okay, in this exam, and even in the reasoning also you are getting some good sorts of questions. So that also we will be discussing. So we have to discuss only 2 questions in the reasoning, then directly we jump to the seating arrangement, which is a very important part. And even in quants we are supposed to discuss with the number system questions, and we are supposed to discuss with the most important questions that's appearing for exams in the health. I'll be kind of this session all of you, and please to watch and support us with it. This is not only for RBI, this is also for other exams that come into existence, one which contains English, especially insurance, banking, this RBI and others. Okay, so English you won't get it everywhere. Even in railways you don't get English, and even in SSC you don't get SSC. I hope you get English. SSC you have English, uh, reasoning, and quants, and you'll be having some computer knowledge questions or GK. No, computer knowledge. Yes, computer knowledge. So these and all you'll get. So wherever English is that, please to follow this up without delay. This is very important in the health and even in aptitude. In your company aptitude, English is very much required. Okay. For that, at sake, you can follow this in the health. I just kind of the session all, and thank you.